Where is the best place to live in Los Angeles? Do you know how often I get asked that question? Lots of people reaching out from my YouTube channel, from all around the country, really, and all around the world, looking to move to Los Angeles or Orange County. And it's always like, where's the best place to live? And I'm like, you know what? Los Angeles has over 400 neighborhoods, price points ranging from $600,000 to $20 million. What are you looking for? Are you retiring? Are you raising a family? So much goes into that question. There's not like a one answer fits all. However, if your question is, hey, I'm looking to move to the Los Angeles area, I've got a budget between 1.5 million and 5 million plus, where should I be looking? There's a lot of great places in Los Angeles. There really is. I love Pasadena, Glendale, obviously Beverly Hills, Los Feliz, so many good spots. But the best place to live in the LA area, if you ask me right now, has to be the South Bay. It's on the west side by the ocean. Great for retiring, great for families, excellent schools. And within the South Bay, there's a lot of cities. I think there's 14 or 15 different areas. And today, I'm going to be talking to you about them. And like I said, if your budget's between 1.5 and 20 million bucks, you're looking to move to Los Angeles sometime 2026, this video might be for you. And I'm not just going to say, hey, you know what? Manhattan Beach, Palos Verdes Estates, they're the two best places. If you ask me, you need to move there. Because guess what? The average house price in Manhattan Beach, Palos Verdes Estates is about $3 million. To get a really nice house there, you're looking at $4 million plus. And I know a lot of people don't have that budget. So I'm going to go over several different locations that I really love, that I recommend. And if you've got a budget of $1.5 million, you are going to find a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood with that price point within the South Bay. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with an area you've probably never even heard of, and it's a city called Lomita. It's just north of rolling hills where all the trails are. You don't really feel like you're living in Los Angeles when you're in that part of the world. The location close to the Riviera, and the reason I'm talking about Lomita is the price point. If you are looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath, your budget's around $800,000 or $900,000. You can get a beautiful home in Lomita. Now, does it have the great schools of the beach cities? No. Are the crime levels higher? Yes. But if you're looking for an entry-level house within the South Bay, Lomita has to be on your radar. I know people who live there. They absolutely love it. You might as well. And not too far from Lomita is San Pedro. Now, if you're a young professional, you're moving here maybe for work or just to improve your life, take a look at San Pedro. A lot of money is being spent there, hundreds of millions of dollars. A new waterfront, shops, restaurants, amphitheaters. The place is going places. You can still get in to San Pedro, single family home under 700 grand. Now, if you're a young professional looking to rent or buy a condo, you can get something for $550,000, $600,000. So if you don't have a family, you're looking to get on the ladder, like I said, young professional, take a look at San Pedro. I think you'll be impressed. All right, say your budget's around 1 million, 1.4 million. Take a look at Hawthorne and Lawndale. You're a little bit further north now, closer to the freeway, not far from the beaches of Manhattan Beach, the downtown of Manhattan Beach, which a lot will say is the pinnacle of South Bay living. Also, if you work in Santa Monica, maybe up in the city, Beverly Hills, the location, the freeways, getting around very, very good. Hawthorne, Lawndale, the schools might not be as good, the crime rates might be higher, but if you're looking to live in the South Bay with a budget of under $1.4 million, these neighborhoods, take a look at them. And just below Lawndale, you have North Redondo Beach. Redondo Beach is massive, and usually people refer to it as North Redondo Beach and South Redondo Beach. North Redondo Beach, it's a little bit more built up. You definitely need a car to get around. The homes are more tightly together, more tall and skinnies. But excellent school district, obviously closer to the beaches. You can get on the market in North Redondo Beach for around 1.5, $1.7 million. Is North Redondo Beach as nice as South Redondo Beach? Absolutely not. but the homes are about $500,000 to $1 million cheaper. That's a lot of money. And like I said, the schools in Redondo Beach that you'll be able to go to if you live in North Redondo, they're exceptional. And just west of North Redondo Beach in the South Bay, you probably have three most famous cities in the South Bay that you've heard of: Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, and South Redondo Beach. I'm sure you've all heard of them, and for good reason. Let's start with Manhattan Beach. The location, really, really popular. Get into the city, no big deal. Close to the airport if you do fly a lot for work. The schools in Manhattan Beach, arguably the best in the South Bay. People who live in Palos Verdes estates might disagree with me. But yeah, the schools are exceptional. The downtown, the restaurant scene, the community vibe. Manhattan Beach is usually at the very top of the list, if not second on the list, when rating South Bay cities. And if you have a budget of $3 million or more and are looking to raise a family or retire, I just can't see you being disappointed with Manhattan Beach. Just below Manhattan Beach, you've got Hermosa Beach. A lot of people born and raised there, a little bit more gritty, a little bit more edgy. A lot of people will say the pier at Hermosa Beach is the best pier in the South Bay. You've got the restaurants and bars close to it. I do love the pier, to be honest, at Hermosa Beach. Really close-knit communities. So once again, your budget really needs to be north of $2 million if you are looking to live in Hermosa Beach, which is a lot less than Manhattan Beach. You're only, 5-10 minutes south of Manhattan Beach, 10 minutes by car, but prices drop rapidly. Having that Manhattan Beach address really adds a lot of money to the price of your house. Now, Hermosa Beach doesn't have a high school, but before you panic, guess what? You get to use Mira Costa in Manhattan Beach, which is the best high school in the South Bay. Probably one of the best high schools in all of Southern California. So yeah, if you are going to Hermosa Beach, you're told it doesn't have a high school and you've got kids, don't panic. You get to use the one in Manhattan Beach. That is a good thing. And just below Hermosa Beach, you've got South Redondo Beach. If you ask me, most improved city in the South Bay in the last 5 years. Real community vibe. A lot of lovely restaurants, bars, boutiques moving in. The beaches are incredible. The block parties on the avenues, for example, in South Redondo Beach, it's all kids between the ages of 1 and 12 years old. Go to South Redondo Beach during Halloween. It's just exceptional. So if you're looking to move to a family orientated area in the South Bay, I just don't think there is one better than South Redondo Beach. People in Valmonte and Palos Verdes estates are going to tell you it's great. People up in Manhattan Beach are going to be like, are you kidding? We have a great one. But I think right now, South Redondo Beach is exceptional. Now, the prices in South Redondo Beach, because of all the upgrades recently, have skyrocketed. A $2.3 million home 6 years ago is now $3.3 million. Is it worth it? If you have the budget, it absolutely is. I think South Redondo Beach is one of the best places to live in all of Southern California. All right, so you're like, Matt, this all sounds great. We love the sound of the South Bay, but we can't afford $3 million in Manhattan Beach or $2.5 million in South Redondo. Our budget's around $1.5 million. Well, you're in luck. Just east of South Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, you've got Torrance. Torrance is a huge city. Great medical, huge job center, a lot going on. I love the seaside section of Torrance. It's the 90505 zip code if you want to research it. It's very close to the Riviera, very close to the beaches, close to Palos Verdes estates and Rolling Hill estates if you want to go on the hikes and the walks. Maybe you have a dog, your kids want to learn how to horse ride. So if your budget's 1.5 to 2 million, you feel like you're priced out of the more expensive beach cities, take a look at Torrance, take a look at the seaside section of Torrance. You're not going to be disappointed. And now to arguably my favorite location in the South Bay, and that's just south of South Redondo Beach. It's Palos Verdes Estates, Rolling Hill Estates. They're my two favorite areas. Yes, you've got Rancho Palos Verde, which is a bigger landmass than those two areas. The further south you go, obviously, I'm sure you've heard of the landslides in Rancho Palos Verde. If you're looking to retire, it's nice. You've got ocean views, but if you have a young family, trying to get up into the city or get up to the schools there, it's just a bit of a drive. But Rolling Hill Estates, oh, I absolutely love it. You've got the houses with the horse lots, you've got hikes, you've got trails, and you're just 10, 20 minutes from the big city. A lot of people wanted to move there during COVID. They wanted to get out of Dodge, the fresh air. It's not crowded. And the same with Palos Verdes Estates as well. If you're looking to retire, ocean views, excellent spot. Plus, if you have a young family, I would take a look at Valmonte in Palos Verdes Estates. Very child orientated, very close to South Redondo Beach, easy to get up into the city. So they're really my two favorite areas. If I had to live anywhere, to be honest, and I had a budget of $3 million north, I would probably choose Manhattan Beach or Rolling Hills Estates. If I had more than that, I'd probably choose Palos Verdes Estates, right by the water. But to be honest, all of the locations I've mentioned, you got to check them out. I also check out niche.com. If you're looking for stats, you want to know more about the schools, the crime, what it's like to live there, take a look at niche.com. I really like that website. But like I said, if you want to jump on a Zoom call or a phone call, get a little bit more information, I'm here for you. I'm Matt Tilley. I'm a local realtor. I can definitely help you. I help people move to the South Bay all the time from my YouTube channel.